please proceed immediately to gate A1 for boarding.
Just get the eyebrows in as well. I explained this whole nightmare that we've been having when we actually get there, but I think we're fine. I think we can actually make it. So we've checked in now, everyone apart from Ludo, but we're just waiting for the plane. Once we get to Italy, we need to try and find a bus to actually bring us from Italy, Milan, to the ski resort. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Okay, so Aaron actually went to the airport yesterday. He already tried to fly once. As they were about to board the plane, they all got turned down based on some weird like visa requirement that didn't exist. So second attempt today. I also had to rebook my flight like 3 times because Switzerland in the past 48 hours have changed their entry requirements like 3 different times. They keep changing at last minute, so we're not quite sure what's going on, which is why we're flying by Italy. Anyways, last year's trip already didn't happen, so this year's better be a success. See you there. Trains are on, I'm gonna do transition, and at the other end of the transition, hopefully we'll actually be in our accommodation. Boom, finding the accommodation now. We all arrived in one piece. Bit of a nightmare. We left at like 8 o'clock in the morning today, and it's like 11 p.m. and we've just arrived. Basically had a massive nightmare with the snow chains. Took us like an hour to put them on, but we're in one piece. I'm getting looked at. But yeah, look forward to tomorrow. We're gonna have to pick up our skis tomorrow, but after that, we're all sorted. I'm so happy that we're actually here and we made it. When we woke up this morning, I thought there was about a 20% chance that we would actually be able to go on this trip. Now we're just gonna eat because we're starving and try to wake up early tomorrow for a good day of skiing.
You're gonna be on his YouTube.
Boom, just picked up the welcome pack. We also just grabbed our skis, helmets and boots and whatnot. I think for day one we're just gonna have a good time skiing and not really think too much about all the media stuff. And then as the trip goes on, it's a whole week, so we're here for 7 days. Aaron brought his drone, so we'll try and get some drone footage, get some cool B-roll at Après, and yeah, hopefully should be quite sick. Hopefully should be quite hopefully should be quite a sick video. But I've been looking forward to this trip for 2 years now. I can't believe I've actually stood here in the Alps talking to you guys. After all the mess yesterday as well, it's just great to be here. Yeah. Just had breakfast, we got our skis. Here's my helmet. Let's go skiing. Okay, it's day 2 now. We're all settled in, had a nice day of skiing yesterday, and today's all about taking photos and videos. So the others are actually already out skiing. I wanted to sleep in. So this morning I'm going to go out solo and just scout out some cool locations and maybe try and get some cool photos, videos, and later on when I meet Aaron, we'll try and get some drone shots as well. Okay, so I thought I'd wear the blue jacket today because it looks sick, and I was like, yeah, that's a sick idea. Let's wear the blue jacket for all the drone shots because it will be really cool. Now, what I didn't think about was that my fucking ski pass is in my other jacket, which means I am now stranded at this ski lift. Thankfully, my angel of a friend Ludo is going to bring down the ski lift because he's still at the accommodation. So yeah, I'm now just sort of killing time until he gets here, because I literally can't go anywhere until he arrives. I'm not walking up the mountain again that I just skied down to get here. Yeah, not ideal, but... Okay, we are trying to get a shot. Aaron's just down there, he's setting his camera up. I'm now going to ski towards him and sort of like 10-15 meters in front of him. I'm going to sort of stop and try to spray as much snow as I can. Hopefully that'll be quite a cool action shot. Let's see if it works out. This is the first shot of today, so chances are we're going to have to do this again. Okay, he's ready? Let's give it a go. Okay, it's nice and empty. Pick up some speed. And oh, Oh, fuck! Oh my god! Cool, we found this really sexy bit. We're gonna get some cool footage of Aaron, maybe fly a drone as well, and then get some photos. This is just gonna be our prime location, I think. Let me walk here to actually show you. Oops. The idea is, well, you'll see the B-roll in a moment, I don't have to go through that. But look at this. This is crazy. We're so high, we're about 2,800 meters up, the sign said. Aaron's gonna be our model with this beautiful orange jacket. Again.
So, when I was in Switzerland a few weeks ago, I was flying my drone. I was flying backwards in the field, and then the back of the drone hit a rock. Luckily it wasn't the front, otherwise it would smash the camera and the gimbal. I lost the ND filter, this tiny piece of glass, and the battery in this field, and I found the ND filter about 20 minutes later, and like buried in some grass, and I can't believe I found it. I can't believe I found it. It would have taken hours otherwise. But I'm so lucky, because if I crashed the drone with the gimbal facing the rock, it would have been a new drone.
Fuck. They're actually so fragile.
So Jimmy is now walking along this ridge here with my backpack on the skis on his back, looking like an alpinist. And then he's going to walk along this ridge, and then with my drone I'm going to fly out here and then do an upward panning shot flying over him into the mountains there. And so although we're literally just on the piste here and it took about 1 minute to walk up, hopefully the plan is this looks really isolated, looks like we've backpacked to get here, and then it's some mad off-piste skiing. Jimmy, just be careful, yeah?
Alright, we finish up right now, just getting back to the accommodation. Oh wow, Varsity looks beautiful. The slope is so flat, so everyone's just kind of trotting forward like this. I'm a bit too heavy to be able to slide naturally. The long part is I got quite into taking photos at frame, and I've taken 1,700 photos, and I'm supposed to like edit them, sort them through, watermark them and everything, upload them to Facebook within 24 hours. I've outsourced the flagging part to Aaron because he wanted to try it. So yeah, thanks Aaron. Just had a very lovely dinner to mark our last day in resort. We went to this fondue place down in the sort of town centre. It was amazing. I haven't had such a beautiful meal all week. Ate a lot of meat. It is now around about 1 o'clock at night. My bus to Geneva airport leaves in about 4 hours, so there's not going to be a lot of sleep tonight. Gonna try and finish packing, maybe stay awake till then. I'm not quite sure what the plan is, but I think what I'll do is I'll stay awake till my 5 AM bus, sleep on the bus, and then try and sleep on the plane. Who knows? It's 3 o'clock at night. I thought I would just quickly get the camera out and document this clapped experience. Me and Aaron are currently awake after a 2-hour nap because we have to fill in our passenger locator forms, we have to book our day 2 like PCR tests. Basically we have to do a bunch of paperwork in order to actually get back to the UK and be allowed back into the country. Right, Aaron's actually leaving an hour earlier than me. We have the same flight, but Aaron, his bus is at 4 o'clock in the morning. And mine is at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Because those were stupid because our flight's only at 1.
I know, mate, don't even. Our flight's not for another 9 hours.
Yeah. It's only a 3-hour bus as well.
Well,
such a clapped hour to be awake.
Have a good journey. I'll see you in Geneva, man.
Yeah. See you in Geneva.
Okay, looks like someone didn't record the second clip of that transition in Geneva, but I'm home now. We got home in one piece, well, more or less. I got COVID, so I'm actually halfway through my isolation now, which is why I'm doing all this editing. But I feel fine, don't worry. Overall, I had a fantastic time on the Varsity trip and I have no regrets of going. Sort of getting COVID as a result of it was more or less expected, to be honest. If you go on a ski trip with 3,000 students, it's kind of inevitable. I realized when editing this video that I never actually explained what my relationship with the trip was. So as you may or may not know, I used to go to the University of Cambridge, and every year Oxford and Cambridge University team up to do this huge ski trip with 3,000-ish students. And during my time at university, I was actually one of the 10 lucky students who got the privilege of working on organizing the trip. Normally you have this committee of 10 students who work with a travel company to organize this trip for everyone. And in 2019, I was part of this committee. And then actually after I graduated in 2020, I actually became the president of the trip. So me and Nick, who's in the video a few times, we worked on the trip for a year. But unfortunately, for obvious reasons, the 2020 trip never went ahead. So after trying to organize our 2020 Varsity trip that never took place, it was so much fun going on the trip. As a normal passenger for once. Turns out it's a lot less stressful if you're going on a trip like this with 3,000 students if you're not actually part of the committee organizing it. So big shout out to Joe and Grace, who are this year's co-presidents, and the rest of the committee. They've done a great job of pulling this off. Thinking about the stuff that me and my mates had to go through just flying there and back for ourselves makes me really appreciate how difficult it must have been to organize something of this scale for 3,000 students. Overall, it was a crazy week. I hope you enjoyed watching this vlog. I'm very happy with the shots. I've got plenty more alpine photography stuff coming up. I'm currently editing my snowy alpine POV photography video, which was a lot of fun to shoot. Because I only picked up this new camera over lockdown, I never actually really took photos in like these snowy, sunny, alpine conditions before, so it was a really good learning experience for me. I look forward to next year, once traveling becomes a bit less of a headache, that I can actually go to a bunch of different places and take photos. Because as much as I love London and shooting in the city, I think it's really important for photographers and videographers alike to keep exploring new areas and grading new environments and like just taking photos of different scenes. It's more fun that way. But yeah, look out for next week's video. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you next week.
Oh, so stupid.